Day1's max is level 2, difficulty level 2, and this strat involves bringing backups like cryo and hydro units. It's kind of randomized, so you don't know if you will get ruin guards. So it might be also good to bring some archers. Amber's pretty good, but it's not necessary, especially with this strat. It's very low effort. Okay, so for those who are new to tower defense, you always start off with whatever generates your cost. In this case, it's whatever that thing is. Kills in that area will generate more cost, which will effectively boost your efficiency. So you could go with the freeze or melts or whatever, but I found overload, which especially these low level enemies, it's quite good. You should always also pay attention to the enemy types. If you press U, it'll show you the roster, the enemies that are going to come. So yeah, I don't have to do much. If you really want, you could use like a one-hand sword user and use charge attacks to push him into the circle to generate more cost. Again, I'm just pay attention to whatever enemies coming. Over here, there are no challenges, so I don't take any. There are, if you want, you can take those boosts, but for a hefty price. I decide not to. So here I set up same thing, I think, like overload, and I plan on killing them in that circle automatically, of course. Barber is here for backup if needed. Yeah. Of course, you are generating cost throughout the fight. I just wanted to put a Electro down in the middle in case there are stragglers, like those village heroes that were trying to run away. And it's okay to not get these in the circles. They're not worth the hassle. You could lock them down with some kind of cryo freeze and babysit them or something, but this is just a low effort clear strategy. There you go. Again, we have some cryo units, and then there's this shield guy who might be problematic, but fortunately we have been using overloads, so that should take care of it fine. If you have a claymore user, obviously you can help out, but it's not necessary. In the middle, I set up more overload setups, and I think for backup I put some more freeze towers, just as an insurance. Yeah. I think level 3 cryo one will slow enemies down, and the hydra one just to freeze them for a bit over 3 seconds, just in case. Here, a pyro one, if they really make it par, the frozen enemies will be hit with the pyro and they'll be melted down. Electro would have been fine, honestly. A cryo electro. Yeah, I'm just trying to help here, but you don't have to. You can see a lot of overloads. I'll throw the rest of the thing that you don't have to. You can just watch him. Just stand there. You could stall them because they will be trying to block you, just like in real game. Yeah. If you attack them, they're stalled slightly if necessary. But it's not necessary. It's not needed. Now the circles are just meant for the early game, early stages. Most of the ads will be killed in there, so the big guys, it doesn't matter too much. Again, now we have a lot of pyro units, and then we have a challenge here with the frost lava churls. We have a ruin guard. If you want, you could stun with an archer, but it's too much effort, so we're not gonna do that in this run. Same strat since we're now in the late game. Well, we can remove um, the cost generators. I'll be doing that soon. Again, this is the final one, so um, doesn't make too much sense to keep generating cost. So I'm going all out offensive here. Electro is like a crowd control AoE. Uh, I think it zaps like 3 enemies together or something. Pyro is like a one hit that nukes in a large AoE. Electro hits 3 targets at once and keeps. I think you can like chain. There are some interactions like you can chain tower to tower with Electro. I've seen that happen. Yeah, I was a little worried about the lava troll, but as you can see, they don't even stand a chance between the electrocutions, overloads. The immunes over there are from the overloads because it's obviously pyro, but that's fine. The hydro towers I put down specifically for these enemy types will take care of them. Now it will change depending on what you have. Slimes are a bit problematic because you can't necessarily freeze them as easily. You, so you'll have to deal with them with their weakness. Pay attention and choose towers that, yeah, benefit that suit them. This is not my high score. The high score depends on how many of those fearless challenges you take. My highest was like 591 or something. I'll be uploading that later. Yeah, I'm showing my stats, but it wasn't necessary. But if you really want to do big shatter damage to help out, you can run high elemental mastery and a level 80 or more claymore user to do shatter. Only things that affected are level and elemental mastery.